When it's all over and the world is fell, what's of value? Printed paper? Jewels? Life? No. Whatever's left. Scrap. Whatever you can scavenge to increase your odds, your chance of surviving. That is the currency in Mad Max. That's the currency in the Wasteland. Scrap. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys the best way to obtain it. Luckily, there are a lot of different ways to gather scrap in Mad Max. One of the ways are camps. Camps will net you a decent amount of scrap, anywhere from like 100, 150 to 600, depending on if there's a scrapulance there or not. Camps have regular scrap, they've got scrap boxes which you have to break open, and occasionally they have a scrapulance parked there. Scrapulances usually give you about 500 scrap. Now, if you're wondering what that is, a scrapulance is a vehicle that will ferry scrap between two different locations, two different war camps. Another way to gather scrap is sometimes you'll find an oddity in the Wasteland. For instance, this car that's half buried in sand. This may give you 50 scrap or more. You can also search scavenging locations on your map, but that will give you anywhere between 15 and 75 scrap if you're lucky. And this is base, by the way. This is not with Griffa Volition ability. You can also take down scarecrows, which will give you about 30 scrap or something like that. Now, these aren't the best ways to gather scrap in the game. These are decent ways, and I call them good enough ways because you should definitely do it. However, there are far better ways to gather scrap, and we're going to be showing you that in this video. We're going to be showing you the best ways to gather scrap, and one of those ways are actually sandstorms, like this beautiful shot right here. This is a mega storm coming at us. You don't want to avoid them. You don't want to seek shelter. You actually want to drive straight into them. See all those pieces of metal? Those are real. That's physics. They can hit you. They can hit rocks. It's incredible, like how cool this storm is. We're going to show you guys the storm in just a minute. But before you do anything, you want to go to Griffa and spend every token you have on the Volition perk. Upgrade that as much as you can, because when you upgrade at like 4 or 5 levels, for instance, for every 100 scrap you collect, you will gather 33 extra. This is a scrapulance. This is actually a scrapulance parked in a camp. And these are fantastic. Whenever you see one of these bad boys, you want to take them down. And you want to take them down by ripping the doors off. You want to rip the door off on the driver's side or whichever door you can get at. And then you want to rip the driver out using your harpoon. You don't want to take the wheels off, and you certainly don't want to blow it up, because you'll actually have to hop out of your car, hop out of the magnum opus, and drive this scrapulance back to your nearest stronghold. And that'll yield you roughly 500 scrap, which is a decent amount of scrap for the amount of work and time that you have to put into it. Now, the best place that I saw to use like scrapulances were Cheat Stronghold. I could get like 3,000 scrap in like 30 minutes just from the numerous scrap patrols just going around and around near a stronghold. So don't 0% Jeet's territory too soon. But on to the best way to collect scrap. The storms. Look at the yellow icons on the mini-map. Those are mega loot crates. Those are mega scrap boxes. And you can blow those up and gather vanilla, roughly 300 scrap from each box without the Volition ability. So these are fantastic ways to get scrap. You won't see it on the mini-map though. You won't see it on the mini-map. Instead, you've just got to drive around and look at your GPS in the bottom left-hand corner. And there we go, we've got a gear. We've got a gear, and we're gonna head over to that gear. But when you're in the sandstorm, you still have to be careful, because every piece of metal, every piece of debris that you see flying around is real. Like, that's just not gonna fly through a rock or a mountain. It's gonna hit that rock or mountain. So it's also gonna hit your car, and it's gonna hit Max. It will damage your car. You can hide behind rocks, however, to allow Chum to repair your vehicle if it's been hit too many times. But that's the coolest thing about these sandstorms, is that they are dangerous. These pieces of metal are real. That's physics. And that is awesome. So you want to keep driving around and find every single mega loot crate that you can. If you're wondering how often these storms occur, it's random. Sometimes it can be every hour or every 2 hours. You don't know. Maybe you could have 2 within an hour. I've encountered probably 3 or 4 in my like 6 hours of playing this game so far. they will blow around. These crates do blow around, so you want to use your harpoon to actually... and there are Max's hit. You can see how dangerous it is. You want to use your harpoon to keep the box steady and hold on to the box as Max breaks it open. But yeah, be careful. Be very careful. As you can see, we're losing a decent bit of health in this storm. There's also different types of storms. This is a generic, regular old sandstorm, but you also have deadly lightning storms. And those deadly lightning storms are very deadly, make no mistake about it. You can see the fire from where the lightning strikes hit. There's a lightning strike to the left, huge plume of dust and grit just being struck up, and our car was just hit by lightning. In fact, I'm going to take Max out of the... and our car was hit by debris. I'm going to take Max out of the car and show you guys how deadly the lightning is. Look at all that. Look at all that. Look at our health going down on our vehicle as scrap just keeps, like, hitting us. And lightning just hit us, like, dead on. But yeah, those are the best ways to gather scrap in the game. And you will need scrap. You'll need scrap to not only upgrade Max, and he's on fire. Not only upgrade Max, but also upgrade your magnum opus. So if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, helps out a lot, and subscribe for more Mad Max and Fallout 4 in the future, and all kinds of different games. We've also got different videos on Mad Max. As you can see here, you can click on any one of those. If you can't click on them yet, that's either because you're on mobile or because they have not been made or uploaded yet. But I love this game, and it is fantastic, and I highly recommend you guys check it out. And check out our other videos. We've also got a gameplay walkthrough series if you guys want to take the journey throughout the deadly wasteland with us. Once again, guys, thank you for watching, and until next time, game massively. Take care.